Hello guys, this is Zelf here, and today we're continuing the nervous system. Chapter 4, the senses. Touch. Feeling a puppy feels different than rubbing a finger across sandpaper. Yet, feeling each is processed the same way. Sensors in the skin detect what a person is touching. That information triggers a message that moves to the brain or spinal cord in an electrical impulse. The brain takes your information. It informs the senses what it is touching and instructs the body what to do. It all happens in an instant. What's the largest organ in this human body? Everyone can see it too. It's the skin, and it's formed of layers. The epidermis is the top layer. The epidermis is top layer. The dermis is under the epidermis. The touch sensors along with blood vessels, sweat glands, hair openings, and oil glands lie in the dermis. A deeper layer underneath protects the body like a shock absorber. A touch signals a chemical change that starts a message to the nerve. The nerves pass along the touch sensations to the cerebrum. The brain forms an image about giving information about what is touching. The information protects the body or make it feel good. Sight. Look at a snow-covered mountain. How do people's eyes see the colors and differences in the sky and snow? Sight involves using the eyes for sensory information. The inside of that eyeball holds special receptors that respond to light. The pupils change sizes to control the amount of light coming in. Two receptors called cones and rods identify shapes and colors. After light hits the cones and rods, a chemical change triggers an electrical signal. The neurons from these receptors combine to make a thick cable-like nerve called the optic nerve. The nerve runs to the brain's visual area. The brain forms a 3D picture using the optic nerve's impulses. Sound. A whisper or thunderclap make different sounds, but people hear in their ears. But how does that work? Sound moves through the air by vibrations. These vibrations enter the ear. Sounds enter the outer ear and move the eardrum. That separates the outer and middle ear. The air air-filled middle ear passes along the eardrum vibrations. These vibrations move a set of tiny bones. A tube forms the middle ear. A tube from the middle ear runs to the throat. Inner ear holds a spiral fluid-filled canule called the cochlea. The sound vibrations put pressure on the hair-like receptors, or cilia, in the cochlea. Each hair has a nerve at its base. Pressure moves the hair. This sets off the impulses. Travel through the cochlea, nerve to the brain. Inner ear also holds receptors for balance. Fluid inside tubes moves. Fluid when the head moves. Fluid inside the tubes move when the head moves. The receptor hairs send the brain information to tell where the correct balance lies. Taste and smell. The brain combines the information sent by the taste and smell senses. Sense receptors work together to identify taste and smells. Hungry? Dig into a meal. It's the brain that identifies how food tastes. Taste buds on our tongue recognize sweet, salty, sour, bitter, and savory. Meat taste called umami. Little holes in taste buds on the side of tiny bumps detect dissolved food chemicals. The receptors in the taste buds then send nerve impulses to the brain. Ever had a stuffy nose? Air moves up the nose with each breath. Smell receptors with brush-like cilia sit in the upper cavity of the nose. The smell molecules dissolve in mucus and attach to the cilia. They trigger nerve endings which move to a special sensory bulb. This sends the impulses through nerves to the brain region that controls smell. A stuffy nose prevents the smells from moving up the nose. That's why food tastes different when you have a cold. And that'll be it for today, guys. We'll read chapter 5 next week. And I hope you guys enjoyed. Later.